Now we're going to model finding the residual plot using Desmos. Okay. On here, these are the steps that we're going to follow. To use these steps, you're going to go to desmos.com/calculator. We're going to add in our table, put in our values. Then Desmos is going to graph the points for you. Okay. You may have to adjust your zoom window, manipulate your graph, change your settings. In the next line, we're going to put in our regression model. Once you put in your regression model, it's going to draw the line for you. Next is going to, there's going to be a little checkbox, and you're going to click on it because you want it to plot next to the residual, which is E1. And this will fill in the table with a new column containing all the residual values. Okay. In the next line, type in e to the 1 squared, and then it should put all of your values on the table. So we're going to see how it goes. And yeah. I'm not a fan of the Desmos method because it's not what I learned. So I am definitely an 84 girl through and through. I'm going to go to my Desmos. I have it saved on my bookmark bar. So here's my Desmos page. I'm going to click the plus sign and I'm going to add a table. Again, I'm doing step 1. I'm clicking the plus sign and adding a table. Now that I have a table, I'm going to input the data. The data that we're going to be using is on the back. It says we do. So it's 1 through 10. I do like the fact that Desmos will, once you set in a pattern, it usually will follow that pattern for you, which is appreciated. Doesn't be a hater today. Just bragged about you. There we go. 1, 2, 3. There we go. And then I'm going to put in my Y values. And then I'm going to adjust my window so I can see all my points. I do not see all my points. My X's are fine. It's my Y's are really high. So I'm going to come here and change the value of my X's, my Y's to, I'm just going to make it at 90. I just moved my window and then I changed the Y values. Okay. Can I get a thumbs up when we all have this window? Or I have gotten 2 thumbs up. You put it in order? Yeah. Oh, wait. Oh, isn't that cool? I just didn't zoom out as you did. I changed my window by using the tool button, but yes, you see all your points. Okay, we have the graph. You can see your points. That's how traffic reach. What's that? On traffic reach. Oh, now they did. So we have to wait now. It's because that has to. All right. Thumbs. Can I get some thumbs up? If not a thumbs up, can you ask your neighbor why or how or where are you stuck? We all are. All we've done is steps 1 through 4, which was making our scatter plot. We haven't done anything else. Okay. Now we're going to make our regression model. So to make our regression model, we're going to go to Y2 and we're going to type in Y1 tilde, which Piper confirmed. I wasn't making up a word. That is the actual word. we're going to type in our y1 tilde mx1 plus b. And again, how you manipulate your window is up to you. Just because your window settings are different than mine. We don't have the exact same window settings. And they don't have to be exactly the same.
Why did my dots go more up?
Because you're zoomed in at a different angle than me.
Like glitchy.
Because your y, look at my values on my x-axis and look at your value on your x-axis. My increments are more spread out than yours. Like what I'm counting by is different. Like 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35. So our increments, our settings are different. The function is the same, just the settings different. Are your values, are these your values, your M and your B?
What?
Is your M and your B the same? All right, we're gonna go. So now it says, once you put this in, we're going to find our residuals and create a residual plot. So do that. You see where it says residuals? Everyone see the word residuals? And it says E1. You're gonna press plot. Do we see that? Did I lose anybody on the plot? No? Okay. So we create a residual plot. In the next line, you can find your total of your sum, your number, by literally typing in the word total. T-O-T-A-L. Well, there we go. There goes the neighborhood. And then we're going to type in our, we're going to type in E1 because that represents our residual. Okay. So we're typing in E. To get the little one, the subscript, it's the underscore 1. Okay. To get the little one, it's the subscript. To get your subscript, it's underscore. So shift to create an underscore 1. Because we're finding our total. It's going to give us a number.
It's 0.
What do you mean? I forgot another parentheses. I'm sorry. Uh-huh. Oh, perfect. And it's going to tell us our total. Yes, because I have to square it. Double parentheses.
Wait, how do you square it?
Mm-hmm. And to get the power over 2, you're going to press Shift 6. Allows you to get a power. Do we see that? Okay. Shift 6. Yes. All right. Our area. So this is our sum of our areas of our residual, right? It's pretty high. It's not as close to 0 as we would like it to be for it to be a perfect model, right? Is this a perfect model? No. We also can tell that it's not a perfect model because are our points closely on our x-axis? No, they're not. They're pretty spread out, right? No. They were there.
Yeah, if you zoom out, they just
Come back. Undo. Don't panic. Undo. That's what the button's for. So it's double parenthesis. But before you put that last one, you're going to put Shift 6 to put your 2. All right. So that's what it's asking us to do, is to analyze. So in your thing, it says, what is our scatter plot? Well, our scatter plot, did it really look like a linear situation to begin with? No. What does it actually kind of look like? exponential. It looks more exponential than linear. So that's our observation off the bat. Now it's set to find our regression model. So we found our regression model. This is, okay, I'll come in a second. Our regression model is in the form of y equals mx plus b. Well, for this problem, our regression would be y equals, and I'm going to do 6.0806 x, or I can write it all, or I can just copy and paste. How am I doing all the work? Silly goose. Duh, silly guys. All right, and so that's our residual model. And then it says describe your residual points. Our residual points are not, they are not on the x-axis, are they? Majority are not on the x-axis, and they are not evenly dispersed around the x-axis. So based on our residual plots, this is not a good model. Does that make sense? So we visually can say this is not a good model. All right. Those are the two ways to make residual plots. Whether you do it by hand or by Desmos is totally up to you at this point. So whether by hand means in the 84, that's where you're at. So now for the rest of the class, you're going to be working on your 1A.4 assignment. Let me go. Yeah, you write in the stuff we just said out loud.
Part 2. So the one is the one which is there.
So you should have your assignment. It should say 1A.4 assignment residuals. And it's going to open a Google Doc. I'm coming. Okay. All right. Get to work.